Hi, I'm Dennis, and I'm the founder of Private Accelerator SaaS Camp. It's so common for us founders to always be reinventing the wheel with our startup. You see, we're never okay with the ordinary, and we always set our goals higher, a couple times higher than anyone else. And for that reason, it's not enough for us to just build a startup in a regular, boring niche where other people are having success, because we want a unicorn. And what we know about unicorns is they've been built in these disruptive markets where there is new trends being born and you got to disrupt the planet and prove everyone out of the 7 billion people that yes, you made it. Interestingly, after a couple of years in entrepreneurship and after shutting down a few startups, many startup founders come to a very different conclusion. You see, it's not always that you got to be super disruptive and super innovative for you to show the world that you are a fantastic founder. Many times you can be building billion-dollar businesses in super boring niches that other people even don't look at just because of how boring they are. For that reason, many of us overlook such things as laundry stuff and car wash stuff because, well, when you're thinking about building a unicorn company, you would lastly think, well, how can I build a unicorn if I go and work with car wash dealers? Funnily, as 99% of founders think the same and jump into tech or they go into AI, IoT, building robots and all this stuff, the competition there even appears funnily to be way and way higher. When you are looking for a market for your startup, there is one thing which I want you to understand. If it is hard for you to find competitors in your market, be ready that it will be hard for you to find customers. It took me years to understand that I don't need to be doing something that no one does in order for me to be successful. When building multiple apps and products, what I was thinking that, oh, there is competition here, other people are building that, some people are building this. I want to be doing something completely different and this is how I will make some money. You see, the world works a bit differently. And I can guarantee you that if you really can't find another way how people are already spending money for a similar thing, it's very high chance that your solution will be very hard to monetize. Okay, you'll tell me, Dennis, but how about food delivery and grocery delivery? Back 20 years ago, there were none of them, and now they are existent and there are unicorn startups being out there. Fine, but people already were spending money on groceries. And what some of us do when it comes to startups, we would invent that people want to get beetroots to the moon. And how absurd it can be, we connect dots for ourselves that, oh, people eat beetroots and people have been to the moon. And for that reason, everyone would like beetroots to be sent to the moon. It doesn't work like this. Yes, there can be situations when you will be able to monetize something that does not have any competition yet, but most likely people are already spending their money by solving this issue in another way. Take any accounting software. First, there were accountants doing this manually. Then people created this QuickBooks and other stuff, Xero, and this allowed them to automate all of this. If you come up with an accounting software startup idea and you think that elephants are the most clever animals in the world and for that reason they will be interested in accounting, will not work like this. And yes, I'm giving you such absurd examples just in order for me to exaggerate my idea. When you are looking for a potential market for your startup, don't be afraid of competition. You'll see that many startups that now grew into enterprise level businesses and are making billions of dollars actually entered these markets where there was competition. I'm talking about Facebook, Google, and others. None of them were the first in this industry. Many of them were the third, fourth, fifth, 10th solution in the market. But still, by figuring out how to position themselves better than competitors and how to understand their consumers better, they were able to become the first and dominate the niche. For you to do the same, you got to understand multiple things. First, you want to understand what's the pain that you are helping people solve. If there is no pain, usually there will be nothing to monetize. Yes, this principle is different for some B2C products, and you may look at this case study of Yo app, which was just about sending Yo to other people, and somehow they found a way to monetize it, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure you want to go for the same crazy business model. See how you can identify the market where people have a burning problem that they want to be solving. Ideally, this problem would be repetitive. And if you want to launch a successful SaaS startup, high chance that you want these people to be experiencing this problem every single month. I need to do accounting every single month. I need to be doing some hiring every single month. And for that reason, I'm paying for accounting and hiring software. Don't reinvent the wheel when it comes to startup positioning. I'm telling you that it's much harder to drive with square and triangle wheels. See what's the pain point that you're helping people solve, who are those people experiencing it most badly, and I guarantee you that sooner or later you will start making sales. If you continue jumping from one product idea to another and going for this vicious cycle, it can really damage your mental health just because you'll end up spending years and years going the following way, as I did, unfortunately, with you create a product, you show it to some people. These people tell you some feature requests and you go to implement these features. You come back to them, they don't reply, and then they don't use your product. Then you've got this new product on which you spend more money, more time, and more development resources. And you start looking for another market where to push your solution. You go find another market. They tell you, look, now the new features are missing, and for that reason, you got to build some more stuff. You go back, start building stuff again, just to return to them and hear no reply and to see no paying customers afterwards. This happened to me time and time again before I realized that I got to stop at one point. And with one of my products, what I did is I started doing pre-sales for that. And pre-sales really helped me to understand, okay, who are the people who are at least interested enough in order for them to vote with their money. Many of you will say, but how can I make pre-sales for the product in case it's not ready yet? And there is another point that if it's going to sell after it's ready, it will sell before it's ready. Think about any video game. If the video game is good enough, the company like Rockstar would make millions even before the new GTA is launched. Yes, they've got a name in the industry. By you being proactive about your lead generation and outreach, you can get into these conversations and actually get people to buy into your idea and vote with your money. Ideally, you want to be selling your solution for the whole price. So one time I was giving 50% discounts to the product, and this cost me to see no people to show up after they were paying me this pre-sale amount. The closer you can charge to the pricing model you've got in your mind, the better. Don't reinvent the wheel, and if you'd like me to help you with your startup, apply to SaaS Camp Accelerator. See you in the next one.